こんにちは、ジャパニーズアーモのミサです。Hey guys! Today I'm going to teach you useful phrases when you live with a Japanese person. So if you live with a Japanese person, whether it's your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, or just a roommate, this video will be useful for you. Alright, let's start with the classic phrases. The first one is 行ってきます。行ってきます。This is the phrase that you want to say before you leave the house. So in English, you often say see you later, bye, have a nice day, or maybe I love you before leaving. But in Japanese, saying for example, またね, which means see you later, would be very weird when leaving the house. So we have quite a few ways to say bye, like bye bye, またね. I have a video just for this, so please check that out. Saying sayonara would be a horrible idea when leaving the house because it sounds like you're never coming back. But anyway, saying even またね, see you later, which is common, very common among friends. You want to say that to say bye to your friend. But if you live with someone, you want to say 行ってきます。行ってきます。If you watch anime or Japanese drama, the subtitle might say I'm off or I'm leaving, and it is very lost in translation, but it literally means I'm going and coming back. So 行って comes from the verb 行く to go, and 来ます comes from the verb to come. So 行って is in the て form of the verb, and the て form is used to connect two verbs like I go and then do something. So 行ってきます literally means I'm going and then will come back. It is a nice phrase because it kind of assures the other person, like your roommate or your mum, that you are coming back. So it's like, don't worry, I'm leaving the house right now, but I will come back. 行ってきます。行ってきます。And if you've learned Japanese grammar, this must form is usually used when speaking formally, meaning you'd use this formal speech must form when speaking to someone older or your boss or your seniors, right? And usually you don't use this must form when talking to your friends or your family. But this is a set phrase. 行ってきます. You can't make it informal or anything. You say this to your family, even though it might sound formal. 行ってきます. 行ってきます. And the next phrase that you want to remember is 行ってらっしゃい. 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 So 行って part is the same, right? 行って again comes from the verb to go. 行く. 行ってらっしゃい is the phrase that you want to say to the person who is leaving the house. So if someone says 行ってきます to you, you want to say 行ってらっしゃい back. 行ってきます。行ってらっしゃい. So 行ってきます comes from two verbs 行く and 来る, right? And it means I'll go and then come back. This 行ってらっしゃい also come from 行く and 来る technically. 行って again means go. And this らっしゃい part is actually short for いらっしゃい. いらっしゃい. So this い is omitted. We never really say 行っていらっしゃい. We would usually just say 行ってらっしゃい. It sounds unnatural if you say 行っていらっしゃい. You want to say 行ってらっしゃい. So normally you don't say い. You want to say 行ってらっしゃい. 行ってらっしゃい. You might also hear 行ってらっしゃいませ, adding ませ at the end. 行ってらっしゃいませ if someone is talking to you very formally and politely. You'd really only hear this from a receptionist or people working at the hotel. Generally to your family and friends you want to say 行ってらっしゃい. itterashai. And I said that rashai is short for irashai, right? And this irashai means come here or come back. So this irashai actually comes from the verb irasharu, which is a very polite form of the verb kuru. So in Japanese we have different levels of formality and politeness, and when you want to speak to a customer, for example, you usually want to use this special formal polite language called keigo. And when speaking keigo, the polite language, you'd use the verb irasharu instead of kuru when someone comes. So if you're walking around in a department store or shopping mall in Japan, you definitely hear the phrase いらっしゃいませいらっしゃいませいらっしゃいませ basically means please come or welcome to our store. But yeah, いらっしゃいませ means please come, right? So いってらっしゃい, which comes from the verb you go, and then いらっしゃる to come, basically means you go but come back. So 行ってきます is I'm leaving but we'll come back. And then the opposite, the phrase you'd say to someone leaving the house, 行ってらっしゃい, that means you go but you have to come back. But these are such nice phrases to say to your roommate or family, and if you don't, it's a bit sad. So if you live with your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, roommate, make sure to say 行ってきます when leaving the house and 行ってらっしゃい when someone is leaving the house. Alright, the next phrase you want to remember is 鍵かけた鍵かけた. So 鍵 means key, 鍵, and then 鍵をかける is to lock. So when you want to say did you lock the door, we don't always say the word door, but rather we use the word key. It's like did you use the key? 鍵かけた or formally 鍵をかけましたか is how we say did you lock the door? 鍵かけた? Alright, the next phrase is ちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待って Maybe a lot of you guys already have heard this phrase. ちょっと means a little, a bit, ちょっと. And then 待って means wait. Make sure to say 待って. You have to put a pause between 待って, 待って. And then that's a friendly way to say wait. If you say 待て, 待て, like that, it would mean wait, but it sounds very commanding and rude. When writing, it's easier to distinguish. 待って, friendly. 待て, commanding. But when speaking, it might be a bit different, but you know. But I've never really heard my students making mistake like 待て, so I think it'll be alright. 待って, please wait. 待て, wait. So ちょっと待って is wait a sec, give me a minute. By the way, I always found it weird that in English you'd say give me a minute, give me 5 minutes, like you say specific amount of time, but it's never correct. Like whenever someone says give me a minute, it's never a minute, it's at least like 10 minutes. Of course it depends on the person, but at first when I was learning English I thought it was so weird, like because Japanese people are so punctual. When Japanese people say 1分待って wait for a minute, they really try the hardest to like make in time, like to finish whatever they're doing within a minute. So when Japanese people don't know how long it would take, they'll just say ちょっと待ってちょっと待って wait for a little please. So if you're going to be specific, like 1分待って please wait for 1 minute. 5分待って please wait for 5 minutes. 10分待って please wait for 10 minutes. You better finish whatever you're doing within that time, okay? Alright, the next useful phrase is ちょっと手伝ってくれる?ちょっと手伝ってくれる? So ちょっと is the same ちょっと, a little. We do like to say ちょっと when it doesn't really mean a little. When Japanese people ask for a favor, they tend to use the word ちょっと a little, just to make it sound better, like just so it sounds like the favor isn't too much. So when people say ちょっと手伝ってくれる, which means can you help me? It doesn't always mean can you help me only a little bit. It's just something that we automatically say when asking for a favor. Like when you want to say can I? Like as in can I have a look? Can I do something? Without saying can I look at this? Can I do this? In Japanese we say ちょっといい?ちょっといい? Then that means can I? Like maybe someone is trying to fix something and you just want to take a look and take over the procedure. You can say ちょっといい? Can I? May I? Well, it's more like can I? It's not as polite as may I. You can say ちょっといいですか? But anyway, ちょっと手伝ってくれる? This is such a good phrase to remember because that's how we say can you help me? Can you give me a hand? So 手伝って comes from the verb 手伝う to help. 手伝う. A lot of people tend to use the word 助ける or 助けて, but they usually mean like save my life. So you'd hear this a lot in anime or drama or movies like 助けて, help me. But they usually mean like save my life please. So you don't really want to say 助けて when you're not in danger or anything. So when you just want help with something, you want to say 手伝って informally and 手伝ってください formally. But 手伝って or 手伝ってください are in the request form. So technically it does the same job as please help. But it's nicer to ask like 手伝ってくれる or 手伝ってくれますか? Which means can you help me? Could you help me? This 手 form 手伝って plus くれる I already made a lesson on this, but 手くれる means do something for me. And then it's in the question 手くれる?手くれますか? And that means can you do something for me? So 手伝ってくれる? Can you help me? And then adding ちょっと makes it sound more natural. ちょっと手伝ってくれる? Can you give me a hand? Can you help me a bit? The next useful phrase is 使ってもいい? 使ってもいい? Which means can I use it? So 使って comes from the verb 使う to use, and 使って is in the 手 form. And 使ってもいい this 手も means even if. So 使っても means even if I use, and then いい means good. So literally means is it good, like is it okay if I use it? So this 手もいい is always translated like can I do something? Like asking for permission. But it literally means is it okay if I do something? 使ってもいい? Can I use it? Some people omit も and say 使っていい? But it's more casual and it depends on the person. Personally, I think I usually say 使ってもいい? But sometimes I say 使っていい? And using the same construction, you can for example say 借りてもいい? 借りてもいい? Which means can I borrow it? 借りる means to borrow. 借りる And then 借りても even if I borrow. いい? Good? 借りてもいい? Can I borrow it? So you can, for example, say パソコン借りてもいい? Can I borrow your computer? パソコン借りてもいい? Or ハサミ scissors ハサミ借りてもいい? Or if you want to say Can I come in? You want to use the same construction てもいい with the verb to come in, to go in, to enter, which is 入る So the te form of the verb 入る is 入って On its own it means come in 入って If you say 入ってもいい then it means can I come in? Is it okay if I come in? 入ってもいい And if you want to say sure, you can come in, you can just say いいよ is how we say sure, go ahead. Alright, the next useful phrase is なんか飲む Nanka is the casual way to say 何か which means something. 何か or なんか If I speak informally, like if I talk to my friends, I always use the word なんか instead of 何か kind of, I don't know, is not very comfortable in my mouth. I don't know why. 何か is kind of hard to pronounce. So なんか is so much easier. Anyway, なんか飲む means to drink, right? And if the verb is in the dictionary form, or sometimes we call it the plain form, then the tense is the present tense or the future tense. So when someone says 飲む, then that means will you drink or do you drink? But in this case, it's more like will you drink? But in English, you usually say do you want a drink? In Japanese, instead of using the want to form, like if you want to say to want to drink, you can say 飲みたい, but it's more common to say 飲む to mean do you want a drink or do you want a drink? And なんか means something. So なんか飲む literally means will you drink something? We are asking more like do you want something to drink? なんか飲む So it's the same with do you want something to eat? You could say なんか食べる And it leads to the next useful phrase. If you want to say what do you want to eat? You can say 何食べたい So なんか or 何か means something, right? But 何 on its own means what? So 何食べたい So here we say 食べたい want to eat. 食べる is to eat, and then you attach this たい at the end of the mas form stem. So like 食べます is the polite way of saying to eat. But instead of mas, we put たい, and then that means to want to eat. 食べたい So like 食べたい I want to eat. 見たい I want to watch. 遊びたい I want to hang out. ゲームしたい I want to play a game. So this たい means want to. 何食べたい means what do you want to eat? Again, you could just use the dictionary form and say 何食べる and that's more like what will you eat? It's fine, but sometimes it could sound like the decision is up to the other person. Whilst 何食べたい it's like just asking what the preference is. 何食べる can sound like what will you eat, like without me, like what will you eat tonight? Maybe we don't even have a plan to eat together. Whilst 何食べたい sounds like we're gonna eat together. And the next useful phrase is 出前取ろう which basically means let's get delivery or let's order something. So 出前 is food delivery. 出前 There is a, I'm not sponsored, but there is a website called Demaekan. It's a website that lets you find food delivery service. I've used it maybe twice or so. Of course, if you just want to order pizza, you can go on the official website. But sometimes Demaekan can be easy, or sometimes they have special deals, so check it out. Anyway, demae is food delivery. And then demae toro. Toro comes from the verb toru, to take. Toru. Like you could use this verb toru, like totte, to mean can you pass me, or can you take that for me, like shoyu totte means can you pass me soy sauce, can you pass me the soy sauce. Shoyu totte, or shio totte, can you pass me the salt. Anyway, this toro, this would mean let's take. So I've already made a lesson on how to say let's do something. Basically, when you have this o sound at the end, that usually means let's. Like 食べよう, let's eat. 飲もう, let's drink. 話そう, let's talk. 行こう, let's go. So 取ろう, let's take. So 出前取ろう is like let's take food delivery, literally. But that's how we say let's order something or let's get delivery. If you just want to say let's order pizza, you can say ピザ注文しよう。ピザ注文しよう。ピザ pizza. 注文する is to order. 注文しよう again, this all means let's. So it means let's order. ピザ注文しよう. Let's order pizza. Alright, the next useful phrase is blah blah 買ってきてくれる blah blah 買ってきてくれる買ってきてくれる means can you grab something? So instead of blah blah, you can say, for example, 卵買ってきてくれる卵買ってきてくれる It literally means can you go get eggs and come back. So 買って comes from the verb 買う to buy. 買って is again the te form. I've mentioned the form te form so many times, which means you should really learn that if you haven't. Anyway, 買って means buy. 買って on its own means buy please. But 買ってきて means go, buy, and come back. When Japanese people say te kite, it means please go do something, but come back. So it's like the phrases 行ってきます, 行ってらっしゃい. We really like to make sure that the person is coming home. So 買ってきて means can you go get something? Can you go buy something? But I would very much like it if you come home. So it might sound strange, but that's just how we say it. And we don't even really think about like really wanting the other person to come back, to be honest. It's just in the language. So 買ってきて can you go get something? And then this てくれる means can you, right? It's like asking a favor. Like, can you do something for me? 買ってきてくれる Can you go buy it? Can you go get it? So this phrase should be used when you're home, right? 買ってきてくれる If you're not home, you just wanna say like, can you buy this? Like, I'm at work, can you buy this? You wanna say 買ってくれる買ってくれる Then that means can you buy something? So 卵買ってくれる Can you buy eggs? But if you're home and you want the other person to leave the house, go get it and then come back. Or maybe you're the only one who's home and the other person is at work and you just want the other person to get it on the way home. Then you want to say 買ってきてくれる So 牛乳買ってきてくれる Can you grab milk? And of course come back. Alright, the next useful phrase is ごめん、起こしちゃった?ごめん、起こしちゃった? So, ごめん means sorry informally, right? So you want to say this when you're speaking to your family or friends. ごめん. And then 起こしちゃった means did I wake you up? But 起こす is the dictionary form to wake someone up. So 起きる means I wake up, you wake up, someone wakes up. But when you wake someone up, you want to use this verb 起こす, 起こす. And if you want to say wake me up, you can say 起こして. If you want to say wake me up at 8, you can say 8時に起こして. 8時に起こして. So this 起こしちゃった. This ちゃった is a very special form. The usual past tense for did I wake you up or I woke you up. You can just say 起こした, 起こした. But there is a reason why I said 起こしちゃった. I've made a lesson on this ちゃった. But basically you say this ちゃった when you did something but you didn't mean to. So you did something unintentionally or you did something by accident or you did something and then you regret it. So 起こしちゃった is like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Did I wake you up? So 起こしちゃった. So some people might just say 起こした. But personally, I think 起こしちゃった sounds a lot more natural because it sounds like you are more apologetic as well. Alright, the last useful phrase that I want to teach you today is 鍵どこか知らない?鍵どこか知らない? So, do you remember what 鍵 means? It means key, right? Like 鍵かける. It means to lock, right? And 鍵どこか知らない? So どこ means where, and どこか can mean somewhere. Like, do you remember 何 means what, and 何か or なんか can mean something, right? So if you put the か after 何 or どこ or 誰, like 何かどこか誰か, it can mean something, somewhere, someone. But here どこか doesn't really mean somewhere, but this か particle is just acting to connect a question within a sentence. So this 知らない is from the verb 知る or 知っている to know, and it's in negative 知らない which means I don't know. But if you say 知らない and that means don't you know, do you not know? But we use it like do you know? 知らない? When you want to say do you know where something is or do you know what something is, do you know when something is, you want to say blah blah. So the question like when something is, where something is, who someone is. か知っている which is like the normal way to say do you know? 知っている or 知ってる more informally. 知ってる or you can also say 知らない 知らない So どこか知らない means do you know where something is? So it doesn't have to be a key. You could say 携帯どこか知らない Do you know where my phone is? Or 財布どこか知らない Do you know where my wallet is? Instead of どこか知らない or どこか知ってる You can also say どこにあるか知らない or どこにあるか知ってる So どこにある Aru is the verb to exist or there is. This is the verb you want to use when you want to say I have a phone, there is a phone. Like when you want to say where the object is, you usually use this verb. So どこにある means where is it, like where is it located. So instead of どこか知ってる、どこか知らない, you can also say どこにあるか知らない or 知ってる. Alright, so this is it for today. I hope you've learned a lot from this video and try using these phrases if you live with someone, and even if you don't live with a Japanese person, this would be a good phrase to remember anyway. And also, even if your partner is not Japanese, if you're learning Japanese together, because I've met quite a few people who do that, like learning Japanese together as a couple, you should also try to use these phrases in Japanese to practice. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and share it with your friend or your partner or your, roommate or whoever. I would really appreciate it. And if you could support me on Patreon, I would really appreciate it. And also, I stream games on Twitch and I try to teach Japanese while playing games, so please check that out too. Alright, thank you so much. じゃあまたね。バイバイ。